And to the Raven. No, baby Simone. I ain't no psychic, as I said earlier. I wish I was. I have a vision. I see Trump swollen with lumps. More lumps than before. Yes. Yes, bloated. What is that? I hear cackling? Oh, maybe he's having a good time. Oh, no, somebody said cankles. Hey, everybody. This is Dean FM, Dean Fraser Milford, here for your creature comfort. And today, I wanted to do another reaction video. This one's going to be some more hashtag FAF to the O. You know. We about to find out in this country, or the USA. If you're not from this country, you probably do know what's going on a little bit as far as our leaders not the greatest. Big old disappointment. Big old bummer. Big Billy, he don't got no big buddy. What he got? Big Billy, big old, something like that. People who are voting are now reaping consequences of This one's by Her Voice Matters, hashtag FAFO, hashtag Trump, hashtag Democrat, hashtag FDT, hashtag 4am Club. Please make sure to like and subscribe.
I know we are all a little bit disappointed that it didn't happen over the weekend, but there is a little bit of hope. In January 2024, Fox News host Jesse Waters had world-renowned UK psychic Paula Roberts on his show. She was asked to pull one singular tarot card to predict what would happen with President Donald Trump. Watch and see.
Paula Roberts is the English psychic who is on set to give us a reading right now. I would like, Paula, for you to give me a reading on President Trump.
Just the one card?
One card.
One card. Let's do just one card. We like that one.
I see dirt. I see. What I see? Y'all, I wish I was intuitive.
What is that?
I mean, I do recognize that I'm at Fox TV. I am.
The hell is that?
A sense of loss. A sense of loss, but it's very specific. No.
Who that be? That's Slenderman? Who that be?
It's a sense of loss.
Jesse Waters went on to ask Paula to pull a card for President Joe Biden, and she got what represented a money card, that he was going to come into a lot of money, she said. And the Fox News host said that must be from a bribe, of course, because it's Joe Biden that is so corrupt. Anyways, just wanted to give you this little bit of hope. It's still a possibility.
She didn't pick up what she was putting down. A big disappointment. I think what she's referring to is the fact that the guy's been gone for almost a damn week. We've been getting these kind of Bigfoot shots from the distance. Since then, he's given a good old bullshit presser. Same good old times. Back like he never left. They're left with disappointment. He's alive or well. I don't wish ill directly. I try not to. I'm going to leave it that way. But as far as what the psychic said, yeah, I don't foresee nothing good. A Slenderman picture. Slenderman Nosferatu hybrid picture. That was interesting. I don't know where he was standing, but it does not look like man sad. He just have a sad aura about him. It was radiating through the damn picture. How do you do that? I don't know. To the damn drawing. Okay, terrible ass. Sorry. The next one by Imani B. Replying, stretch force at some point to the folks in the military need to recognize that complying makes them just as guilty as the one ordering the strike. Absolutely. Hashtag Venezuela, hashtag war, hashtag airstrike, hashtag USA, hashtag government. I've said this before, I don't have anything against the military. People who have served, people who want to serve for the country. The cause is fine, At this point, if you're still just carrying out blatant, terrible orders under the guise of, that you're doing something wrong at that point when you're invading LA, Chicago, DC, whatever the hell. I mean, LA was a little early on in the game, so I don't know, but at the same time, I don't know. It's just a whole mess.
Trump is trying to start a war, simple and plain. Yesterday's events of him calling for a strike of a boat that was in international water, claiming that they had illegalities that were headed to the United States was absolutely illegal. And there were so many people in my comments talking about, oh, he's trying to protect the Venezuelans from the cartel. You mean the same person who has sent the military to multiple cities in his own country? The same person that has been deporting Latin and Hispanic people by the droves. That was literally about to send 600 children over to Guatemala, who was attempting to send a Hispanic man to Uganda. The United States doesn't have a moral compass and couldn't care less about any legalities coming into the United States border. And that whole story is very much synonymous with weapons of mass destruction. I wouldn't even be surprised if the people that he unalived on that boat were just a bunch of fishermen. And when it comes down to it, when a war breaks out, The people that are going to be going over there, risking their entirety of their lives, are going to be children. 18, 19, 20-somethings out there on the front lines losing their lives. Complying to fight in a war that they would have no idea why they would be there in the first place.
We shouldn't trust them. We shouldn't be trusting anything that they be doing when it comes to the death that's being caused by the names of somebody who's providly just a complete conundrum of a human being prior to the Hillary win somehow again. We can't be trusting him like that. He has way too much control, way too much power. He's not doing anything for anything. You know, we need to stop acting like he's being addressed. Like, this one's by MWB, the Mouthy Christian, hashtag FYP, hashtag FAFO, hashtag FAFO Empire, hashtag politics. Trauma is not an excuse to be a shitty person and victimize others.
Nancy Mace's little melodramatic display, and let's face it, that was a little melodramatic. Provoked a bit broader discussion.
Get out my face,
people
like, really?
in my comments had
oh,
the audacity to say, I thought all liberals supported victims and believed all victims. First off, I'm going to say that I find it hysterical that MAGA assumes that people who are not MAGA are liberals, and it's like, yeah, that's not really the case, but okay. But I digress on that.
Yeah, they call everybody in their own party a Democrat if they disagree.
Yes. It is possible to support all victims, but not like what they're doing, and not condoning bad behavior, and not supporting someone who is using their trauma to victimize other people.
Absolutely.
You can support people and not like what they're doing. Yeah. That's, two things can be true at the same time.
Proximity to the community.
Sometimes it can take people years to come to terms with the fact that they have issues or they have trauma, unresolved trauma. And that happened to me. I went and got help.
Period.
The moment I recognized it. And there were resources that are available for people who are victims of, of violent acts.
Not an excuse.
And it's the people who refuse to get help, or the people who think they don't need it, or they're waiting on God to help them. That one makes me roll my eyes.
Yeah, because they'll want
those are the people. That's where my sympathy stops. Kind of. I mean, I still have empathy, but that's where my empathy kind of is a little bit
same
is a little bit tempered because.
And I made a post about this.
If you're refusing the resources that are available to help you get past trauma, and you start allowing trauma to rule your life. That trauma is going to ruin your life, and it's going to ruin the lives of the people around you.
That's not fun.
You might think that you're strong enough to resist the trauma, but I'll tell you, trauma manifests itself in all kinds of different ways. And if you refuse to get help because you're waiting on God, it reminds me of the story of the guy on the sinking island. And boats are constantly coming by offering help, and he's saying, "No, I'm waiting on God to help me." And then the island finally sinks, and the guy passes away and goes to heaven and asks God, why didn't you save me? I was waiting on you. He said, I sent all these boats to help you. Why didn't you take them up on that?
I remember this little story.
You know what I mean? It's like, has it ever occurred to you that these therapies and counseling and all of that stuff exists because God...
It's not magic, y'all. This is supposed to be a little more direct.
This is just bizarre behavior to me.
Yeah, same.
If you are experiencing trauma, I mean, healing, there's no timeline on healing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But if you are consciously refusing help and using your trauma as an excuse to victimize people or as a crutch or as an excuse for bad behavior, my empathy kind of stops a little bit.
That ain't how that works. Let's Nancy Mace get out my face. I made a little post about this. Oh, please get Nancy Mace out my face. Yeah, she's upset. What is this voice? Yeah, she's upset like the rest of us, but has supported an administration of which has hindered justice for these fabulous women this whole time and has used her voice as an abuse survivor to try to label all trans people predators for almost a year now. Her tears mean all. Get the out of here. There's my Facebook in case you didn't know. Now you never go. Facebook. I be ranting, I'm raving. No, baby Simone. I ain't no psychic, as I said earlier. I wish I was. I had a vision. I see Trump swole down with lumps. More lumps than before. Yes, bloated. What is that? I hear cackling? Oh, maybe he's having a good time. Oh, no, somebody said cankles. Okay, that, my dear, was reacting to some more hashtag FAFO on TikTok. And I hope you have a nice day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.